Live on location, New Orleans, Louisiana. The blackest one over here laughing. He always in the building. But today we got a very special guest. Our little bro, world champion, Trevor Ariza. 16 years and still going, ladies and gentlemen. Trevor Ariza. Yak. Respect. Cuddy Cuz. What's up with Jeff? Wow.
First question you ask everybody, when you first got to the league, who was the first person to bust your ass?
Q.
Hell no. Q, funny. Man, so my first year I played for Larry Brown. Or no, I played for Lenny Wilkins. And I didn't really play that much. But my second year, this guy was here. And the cities we used to go to, Larry Brown used to start you if you was from a certain place. So we get to California, we get to LA, play in the Staples Center.
Rock roll.
Yeah. And I got to start. And my first start was against Kobe. Mm-hmm. And he had 40.
40?
40 straight out there.
40 water.
Yeah. I was like, I couldn't believe it. It was easy.
You felt defeated when you left the game.
I didn't feel defeated. I was just like in awe though, so.
Like this the level, you got to get there.
Yeah. This is what I'm going to be doing for a long time, so I got to get my shit together. And, you know what I'm saying? And that was a welcoming, so.
So Kobe gave you a welcome.
Yeah, it was like, first of all, welcome.
Watch this, little boy.
So Westchester High School, I got a lot of history with Westchester High School.
Definitely got that, brother.
And you chose, what made you choose Westchester High School to be the high school that you want to go and play basketball at? Because there's a lot of schools in LA.
Yeah, it's a lot of schools.
Anywhere.
Tony Bland was my favorite player in high school. So I used to
T
Bland, yeah. I used to go to Westchester to watch them play.
Yeah.
And he just used to be my favorite player. And I always used to say I wanted to go there or Dominguez or, maybe Crenshaw. But Westchester was like because of Tony Bland. All the way. Yeah.
So when you got there, like we got drafted in 2000, L.A. I'm straight out of high school. I'm in my high school mode. And I get cool with Brandon and I get cool with Hassan, and I started coming to the Westchester games, and you was a sophomore on that team, and that was like a big time team that year.
Yeah. You definitely was at our school a lot.
That's a high five moment.
Yeah. You definitely was there, bro.
Talking about he was in his high school mode. Like, what does that mean?
High school mode. He's still in high school.
Right.
No, I'm talking about high school mode of like,
huh?
I'm 18. Like, I'm going to something that I'm familiar with.
Yeah.
I'm familiar seeing the high school games and stuff like that.
Always known for being a sports school, having pretty women.
When I got to LA, I used to hear about Westchester.
Don't do that. Yeah.
Listen. What's wrong with this boy? Hey, listen. Whatever.
Westchester.
I know. Yeah.
Westchester High School.
Westchester High School.
So we used to. I used to come to y'all games. I used to see y'all play. Your sophomore year, y'all was like one of the top teams in America, not just only in California.
Right.
Y'all playing big time talent and so forth on. Tell me about your sophomore year at Westchester when I first met you.
My sophomore year, we had a lot of players on our team, a whole bunch of like Division I players, like hungry, thirsty players that just, wanted to beat you down every time they step on the court. So, you got to be like with them, because if you're not going to play and everybody going to see it, and you just out there. So, we did this thing where you sub 5 in and 5 out. Like players just exchange every single minute. So we pressing the whole game. You know what I'm saying? We getting steals, we live, we dunking, throwing it off the backboard. Hassan come windmilling that.
Man, I was really subbing 5 at a time.
You remember that?
Yeah. I ain't remember that.
What them boys had? They was 10 deep.
I remember them 15 being crazy deep.
Yeah, they was deep. Y'all was subbing in like that. I remember y'all games used to be hype. Y'all used to remind us of us. Like we was an exciting team and so forth. I think like it was a perfect bond. And I want you to tell the story about how we kind of came connected with y'all. How me and Q kind of be connected with y'all, even with all the knucklehead stuff and so forth.
Yeah, the part about that I want you to tell is how you guys originated the whole knuckle up and why you guys started doing it, and then you, like he said, you could tie in where we came into it. But I want to know, you guys' origin story of it, why y'all was
your
doing
opinion on it.
So my opinion of it is, like you said, at Southwest they was up there doing it, Man and Trav. And Bottoms used to be at Southwest all the time, and they used to just be knuckling up, you know what I'm saying? Just, you do some dope, sweet play, you knock somebody's head off, anything.
Yeah.
Knuckle up, you know what I'm saying? I'm out here.
Right.
I'm with it. So they brought it back to the school. We had a really good team, so we used to throw it off the backboard to Hassan.
Literally, everybody.
Anybody,
Yeah.
Bang, hard dunk, the crowd cracking, knuckle up, you know what I'm saying? Bottom shoot from half court.
that thing.
Yeah.
Bottom shoot that motherfucker half court, knuckle up, man. It's going in every time. We was just cracking like that.
And we got it for y'all. I remember when we first started trying to do it, and I was getting a lot more dunks and highlights than the guy right here.
Yeah, for sure.
So I was doing it a lot, and it seemed like I was.
He used to come up there with us.
Yeah, and I used to be up at the gym hooping and all that stuff.
He used to be in there practicing with us.
So he used to feel like
at?
I came up there a few times, but how you gotta understand? I wasn't 18. I wasn't in my high school mode like you was in your mode. Nah, I was a couple years removed. I wasn't trying to be up there as much as you were, my young brother.
Okay, OG.
I feel
You know what I'm saying? Triple OG.
Respect.
Okay, OG. But so let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Before your sophomore year, did y'all have like squad like that, or did your sophomore year y'all click like that?
Well, my sophomore year was the first year playing varsity the whole time.
Oh, so you didn't play varsity your freshman year?
Nah, we played JV, me and LB and Big Red, Scott Cutley.
For real?
Yeah, we played JV our first year. Everybody played JV and for Coach's M, except for a couple people.
Yeah.
When they first come here, they started in 9th grade. So, we was just doing our thing. I think we went undefeated or something in JV. Then we got moved up for the playoffs. And in the 10th grade, we started playing like 5 in and 5 out.
Yeah.
So every day you had to really go to work and fight for a spot. So
Yeah.
that's how we played from then on.
What about your senior year? Like, you done played with all these good teams with all this talent. You got nothing but D1 guys coming out every year, and now it's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You got to be the leader of your team. Your senior year, describe your senior year for me.
Man, my senior year of high school, it was fun. Like, I was able to
I seen you.
do things. We got to travel. We got to do different things. I say the only thing that was bad about my senior year, we got to play against like LeBron James.
Yeah.
Like upset LeBron, you know what I'm saying? In high school. And he was fucking killing. I'm talking about.
You ain't had me on y'all?
Oh my God, he went to work. That's probably like
that's the one game your whole senior year that you was like, oh shit.
That's it. Like, that was it.
You knew he was ready when you seen LeBron.
No, I been knew he was like that though. Like, I got to see him for the first time at ABCD camp.
Yeah.
Chris Rivers introduced me to him, or introduced us to each other, and I started watching him from there, and I was like, it's nice. Nice. But that's the first time I actually seen him play.
You chose UCLA, and I know that's a hometown team.
Yeah.
Was there any chance that it could have been anybody else?
Yeah, I wanted to go to Florida. I was gonna go to Florida.
You finna be a Florida boy?
I was going to Florida. I was gonna be a Gator. Yeah, I just love Billy Donovan. Yeah, Billy D was like, I loved Billy D. My visit there was crazy.
Who was your host? What player?
White. James White was
White.
Flight. Of course it was crazy.
Time.
Yeah, shout out James Flight.
Flight, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
And Billy Donovan, you wanted to be Florida. But what made you choose UCLA then?
Man, it was home. I just got scared at the last minute. I didn't want to go too far. I'm a mama's boy.
Boys out of California don't want to go nowhere.
Crib, get these clothes washed every now and again, like get some of that food.
Exactly, man. My mom, I didn't want to leave my mom. I mean, I'm a mama's boy, so I need to stay close.
I chose St. John. I was finna go all the way from the East Coast from the Midwest. My mom was like, "Man, you need to get the fuck up out of here."
Yeah, moms could do that to you for sure.
But I can't say nothing. I stayed at the crib, but it was, I just,
exactly. I know you weren't gonna say anything because I know you stayed at home.
Yeah, he's scared. You was scared.
Yeah, he was
ain't got nothing to do with scared.
And then he ended up going to the Sunshine.
Yeah.
Came out there to Cali so I could raise up my young boy right here. You know what I'm saying? How else I would have raised you up?
Yeah, man.
Feel me?
It's love. You did that.
How was UCLA though? Cause correct me if I'm wrong. Being out there, I got the vibe that USC was kind of like the the hood school.
What? USC is a private school.
I know, but I'm saying it was like but like UCLA was kind of like the suburban school.
I don't know. I don't know about those rumors.
Man, what?
True brewing.
That's what
that sound like a true brewing.
Didn't Swaggy say that to us? Didn't Swaggy say something like that similar?
Come on, you talk about Nick, dog.
Listen, I'm just saying. I'm trying. Well, you tell me.
Come on, man. No, of course not. UCLA is a great school. It's beautiful. Beautiful campus, beautiful views, great education, great program, great
They cheated us
tradition.
when we came there. We came out there when I was with DePaul with my freshman or sophomore year. One of them years, I got buckets, but we lost.
Who was on that team?
I really don't even remember. I don't. I'm not trying to be funny.
Your time at UCLA, tell about your freshman year, your first year you got there at UCLA, how you felt about it.
The only year.
I was nervous at
I was only there
first.
for 7 months, act like he was really a Bruin. Like you really went there.
I am, man.
6 months.
I'm a Bruin.
Yeah, you're a Bruin. That's what I'm saying. Like
talking
your freshman year.
Yeah, my freshman year was cool. I was a little bit nervous at first though, because it's like a new environment. I'm going into total different, ethnicities. I'm in class and all that, so it's a little different. Yeah, so I'm a little bit nervous, but it was pretty cool. I learned, paid attention, did what I had to do, and moved on. Pursued my dream.
What made you bounce? Did you was they saying you was gonna be, like a pick, or you was just like, nah, it's I need to get up out of here?
I just thought I didn't want to transfer schools. I wanted to always play for UCLA, and for me, the style of play kind of didn't work. We didn't fit at the time, and although the coach played me, he played me a lot.
Yeah,
it just wasn't a fit for me. But he taught me a lot though, so I just decided to try my luck and see what happened.
So you felt like it was a gamble?
It was a gamble for sure. 100% it was a gamble, no doubt about it.
Yeah. But we knew you, so we always, whatever decision you made, we was always root for you, because we know, how you meet a basketball player when they young, and you seen them when they was in high school, and it's like, man, they coming through the same ranks you coming through, the same trenches they coming through, and you just root for them because you're like, man, I got history. I remember there was this to this.
Right. You remember I was at your workout for the Clippers?
I do remember that. He was there. T.O. was there too, right?
Terrell Owens was there.
Terrell Owens was at your workout?
At the Spectrum Club, remember?
The Spectrum, yeah.
What Terrell Owens doing at your workout?
Because I'm telling you, bro, when you left, right before I left, we moved from Southwest Junior College. We was working out at we was practicing and working out at the Spectrum Club. They did like a lease with them or whatever. So
once you get rid of D Miles, you step your game up. That's wild right there. You see that?
D Miles, gotta go.
Get rid of D Miles. We was in the hood practicing, and now
Southwest.
that boy came through there. I say, young Cuddy, cuz. Then he went and got. How was it when you got picked by the Knicks?
Man, I was relieved. I was like thankful.
But now you going.
I was, you know what I mean? I was hurt a little bit.
To New York.
Because it was like later. Then, you know, I always felt that I was a better player, but whatever, I got opportunity. But then I had to really leave my mom and grow up and be like a man. Yeah. So.
Bro, I know you remember this picture. Remember the picture? I think it was in Sopranowitz's office on the door or something from the media day when it was, bruh. So it was media day. Picture of him, this dude
holding
like, no, not even holding. This was when you remember how they used to put everybody at the tables for like the media come talk, and you was like laid out on the table. And nobody was over there. Like nobody came to talk to my dude.
It was just me and the little card,
the name
tag. Chilling.
Oh man, he played 80 games his rookie year though. Like, how was that to come in and, as a rook and really get the like? I don't know how many damn DNPs I got. You got to play 80 games at the Mecca in the Garden, bro.
It was crazy because.
And you was only like 19, right?
Yeah,
You still 18, 19.
Yeah, I couldn't shoot at all, so only way I could score is if I could.
I couldn't shoot it out.
If I dunked the ball. So I said, man, anytime I get a chance to get a steal on a fast break, I'm doing something. And you know, we weren't that good, so I was trying to do something to just electrify the crowd so they know who I am. You know, and that shit was cool. It reminded me of how y'all used to be when, you know what I mean?
And that's right at the time. You was the youngest player to ever play for the Knicks at that point, huh?
Yeah, at that point.
What was it like to come to a team and like on y'all team, you star power. These are guys that you watch play. Like you know Q, you know these certain guys that play on the team. Like what was it like to just get on the team and you see all this star power? Like, man, I'm gonna play with them.
It was crazy. I remember going to the Wheelchair Classic. I think you
Wheelchair
Classic at St. John's.
Yeah.
And that's the first time I met Steph. Like Steph was coming through the gym or whatever. And I was like shocked. I was like, oh shit.
That's Marbury.
Like that's Marbury. Yeah, that's crazy. And he was just like cool as hell. Like he took me under his wing. So I appreciate him like that. He was.
I remember when I first got there, because when I first got there, he had been there for a year.
He did.
Yeah.
So me and Nate get traded in.
Nate is one of the funniest teammates ever.
Bruh.
For sure.
That's how I can remember. Like, remember me and
Nate got traded from Phoenix.
Yeah,
in the trade.
When I got at the draft,
in the draft,
traded me in the draft and drafted him and brought him in the draft.
That's right.
So we get.
David Lee.
Bro, I could just remember David Lee's, Channing Frye, and Nate was
Chan.
rookies. Now I work with Channing. So, but look, me and this dude used to be taking missions, bro.
Oh,
missions.
Man.
White Plains all the way to what? The Bronx, Brooklyn. What was it? Queens? It was Queens.
We used to be in Queens a lot.
Sketchy ass areas and bowling alleys and stuff.
Bowling alleys. We did go to the bowling alley.
Y'all driving there for?
Yeah. Because we was, he got to the team.
My young boy got to show me what's happening.
Yeah,
when we got to the team, bro, I swear, we was everywhere. Everywhere.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a good time.
For real.
I blame you, Q. I blame you. Yeah.
You get the opportunity now to play with the Lakers.
Oh, yeah.
This is like the Los Angeles Lakers you grew up, like watching Shaq and Kobe, all that stuff. Yeah. What was that like when you heard, like, I'm finna go to the Lakers and play with Kobe?
I don't know. It was kind of weird because I didn't really want to go play for the Lakers.
You didn't want to play for the Lakers?
No, I wanted to play for the Clippers. I wanted to play for the Clippers. Like, that's what I told the GM.
His OGs had set the path for him, bro.
I wanted to. I was like excited about that. So I was like, yeah, I would like to go to the Clippers. And he was like, all right, well, I'll let you know something in a few days. Like, next day, he said, we're trading you to the Lakers. We were in San Antonio. I'll never forget it. I'm in the mall with Keon Doolin. And we
the DZ.
The DZ.
The DZ.
Yeah. We're in the mall. We're walking around, and I get a call from Otis. He called me. I go to the room, like, yo, we traded you to LA. I'm trying to keep my composure. And then he said, oh, yeah, the Lakers. I'm like, oh, shit. I'm never going to play.
Yeah.
I'm never going to play. Yeah.
But you get there, and Like what I love about like you, I fit you. Like I'm still mad about this trade about you. Like I love Ron Artest. That's my guy. But I feel like everything that he was doing, you was doing it. You was just doing it at a young age.
Yeah.
I feel like you was playing the D. You was hitting the open three.
Yeah.
You was scoring in transition. Y'all won the championship. I didn't want you to get traded. I
didn't want to leave either.
I know you didn't because it was like perfect. I felt like I was like, that's the position that you really don't need the upgrades. Plus, you got Lamar coming off the bench.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I was kind of pissed about that, but I was so happy for you them 2 years that you played when y'all went to the championship, lost it, and then come back and win it because I felt like you was key.
Yeah, the first year I didn't get an opportunity to help the team because I was hurt. I broke my foot. I was out for a long time. Plus, we had good players too. So, I would have to have been there working and understanding how the triangle and all that. Work. So when I did get an opportunity, my teammates were like crazy, like helpful, like encouraging. Like they were real good teammates, like all the time. So, like I said, coming from where I was coming from, whatever, I was scared to shoot the ball. I wouldn't shoot the ball at all. I would not even look at the rim to shoot. And then, come on, motherfucker, shoot the fucking ball.
Right.
We need you to shoot the ball.
That was Kobe telling you that?
Man. And then you got Luke like, Trev, come on. We watch you work on that shit all the time. Just shoot it. And, from then on, the confidence just built.
Because I started seeing you hit the three.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I remember being stupid hype when you got in the finals. Because I remember making them. You had like a couple big steals that was like, you know what I'm saying, swung the momentum. I was like, look at Cuddy Cuz out here hooping in the moment.
That's crazy. That was fun.
To finally play for LA and then that season that y'all won championship and Kobe like embrace you. They look to you. You get the confidence of somebody that you done watched when you was younger. Actually depending on you to hit this jump shot.
Yeah.
Like how did that feel?
It gives you the ultimate confidence because when you're looking at you alongside your idol, right? And you playing with them trying to
win it all.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Come on,
you see how hard
it's like
worked.
A dream.
It's not real. It's real.
How was that for you when you first got to see, like you said, how hard he worked and the work ethic to literally witness it?
The reason he that good.
Yeah, it let me know that if I wanted to be anywhere
in the rim,
I gotta work harder. And everywhere he was at, I was at. When I was there, right behind him. Every day.
Because you knew you needed to get there.
I needed to do it. I needed to figure out how to be better so I could stay around for a long time. So,
yeah. 16 years now, man.
Now
you do it. Like teams need like your wisdom, your knowledge, like the way you play. Like you do everything good.
I try to. That was the whole thing. That's what we learned from Coach Zim.
Yeah.
You can't just be a one-trick pony. You gotta be able to play hard. And if you want to play, no matter what, you gotta learn how to play defense.
Because I know how you see guys out there now. Yeah, they faster, they more athletic. You 16 years in, they all this stuff. But your mind is so strong over them that it's a will over them.
Yeah, I mean it's an advantage. Time
is an advantage. No matter how good or strong or fast to jump high.
Right. That's why Brian is still how killer he is. He has all the experience, all the skill, all the everything. So
and still all that athletic ability.
Chris Paul, they still doing shit. They still doing shit at an extremely high level. Because Chris Paul is he's a real genius.
You the one championship, like I said, we was truly proud of you, man. Like I said, because I feel like you contribute to it. Like you showed your game, and then it made you a better player from then on.
Yeah.
Even though you went to another team, like you a better player. I feel like you one of them players. Like no, you're not the superstar player, but you a key piece for a team to win a championship.
Right.
You just ain't been in the best position, or you've been in a position and they just didn't believe in it long enough.
Yeah.
To make it work.
You know what? It's crazy though because I always think that no one journey is the same. Everybody has their own path.
Yeah.
And for me, my path was to just, touch as many different people whatever
organizations.
You know what I'm saying? And I enjoy that.
That's how you gotta look at it.
Yeah.
I'm glad
beautiful.
you look at it like that and you understand it, because when fans from outside, they be like, oh, you supposed to been so-and-so, so-and-so.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I was so-and-so, so-and-so in high school and in college.
Yeah.
But when you get to this league, it's so much a different environment. It's about politics. It's about a lot of stuff that you might not get the opportunities to be the best player that you think you can be.
Right. It's about timing. Like you said, timing always plays a factor in, where you are, what you do.
But I tell you like this, like the average, what is the average year? Like 4 or 5 years, the average amount of time people average in the league, bro, you on year 16.
Yeah.
16, bro.
That's crazy.
You feel me? Like, bro, you came in the door in 2004, it's 2020, you still cha-chinging and hooping out. You feel me?
OG.
Like think about it, you came in as like you came in like that. We came in as the kids. Now you triple OG.
Low key.
You know what I'm saying? Like for real, 16 years in, still out there doing it. Team come pick you up for your veteran presence, for what you provide for a team that's trying to contend and what you bring to the table. And it's, you know what I'm saying, they acknowledge that. And boy, 16, that's a salute right there, boy.
Appreciate it, man. I just listened to y'all, man. Watch all the old heads before me, figure it out, and I just
so that's what you think about. You got picked 43rd.
Yeah.
I don't even know if anybody left from your draft still playing or not, or how many or what you know what I'm saying, but still, like, you know what I'm saying, regardless of what that is, you got 16 years in, bro, as the 43rd pick.
Right. You know who I used to see in all the workouts when we was working out? I used to see Tony Allen everywhere. TA. Yeah, I used to see him everywhere.
Dog fight.
Yeah, every single time.
Straight dog fight.
Every single time.
So them one of them guys that you see his career and see how the success that he has and you appreciate it.
Man, he never got to reach his full potential because he got hurt. Mm-hmm. The year he got hurt,
when he dunked,
God, he was on his way to like being
offensively. He was ready to go.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, and then like for him to like change his game. And still be the dog he was because he always played hard defensively, but like to mentally have to understand or lock in that this is the role I got to play to, continue to do the things that I love to do that was powerful for me. Man, that was crazy. I got a lot of respect for that man.
Nah, young boy, TA is a dog, boy.
I got a lot of respect for him.
You're a journeyman.
Yeah.
You done been to a lot of things.
Right.
And could you ever have thought you was gonna be an OG, a journeyman, all these words as a young boy?
I never.
Boy came in a young boy.
I just kept my head down and just tried to do what I do.
Work hard.
Yeah. That's
Still
it.
here.
Yeah.
What city did you like the most? That you appreciate that you didn't think like, oh, I might not even like this?
I think all the places that I've been taught me something, or like just something about it I can like. But the most, I probably, man, I don't know. Probably New York. I learned a lot in New York.
You would not believe some of the stuff, bro. Like
how mad was Malik Rose?
Yo, that was the one. That was like the first time that we all saw, like, yo, Leak got another switch.
Oh my God,
he was Nate.
So Nate did kill him,
bruh. The man flood. What did he do? He stopped up He stopped up the showers, bro, and all of the New York sewage came up, and Malik couldn't take a shower after the game, bro. It was real light, and it was, it was nasty, bro. And Malik sweat hard as hell, so he was like extra sweaty.
Hold on.
I was in there doing something. All you heard was Nate. I was like, oh snap. He was like, remember they had to close because the media heard it and everything. Remember?
Explain that again. He did what,
bro? He put towels in the drains of the shower.
No, it was just a wash rag. He just ain't throw it out.
He did what?
He just threw it in. And
he
that shit
flooded the whole.
The shit was old. The shit was old at the time, bro. So the shit clogged. Am I lying? All right. So the shit clogged easy. That wasn't the first. It would clog if too many showers was on at one time.
Yeah.
But Nate throws the towel in the joint, like the wash rag, instead of throwing it out.
We
That
got
shit
the,
is
you
like,
got the bin you supposed to throw the towel into.
Yeah.
Nate threw it in the shower instead of the damn bin. Oh man, bro, Malik was about to kill him that night.
Malik was pissed.
I said, "Yo, y'all better leave bro man alone
He
right
was
now."
pissed, yeah, and he's shooting Malik hella strong, bro. He's so strong.
So how was it playing with Chris Paul early on when you guys got a chance to play? It was in New Orleans, right?
Yeah, I got traded to New Orleans.
Yeah, it was here. It was here.
It was here in New Orleans.
In the NO.
Let's see how he worked.
CP watched basketball 24/7. He's like,
that's it.
That's basketball. So he know every player, every offense, every set. He's like the teacher, but he's like aggravating. Because he know every fucking thing. It's like it aggravates you. But he's so smart, you know, and he understands plays like 2 steps ahead. And that's crazy. That's how he be getting all those steals. He knows all the plays.
Yeah. He know what everybody doing, their tendencies, all that stuff.
Everything. He know everything.
You gotta put that time in when you're watching it. You know what's going on.
Right. That's how he take it. With 34, you know, CP is an old head now. So
he definitely is. He definitely is.
You're an old head too,
I
though.
don't know, but CP older than me. So yeah, but
I got you, CP. You're an old head right with you.
with a boy.
So when you came up, who's the guys that you were seeing their games like, I want to be like that?
My favorite players?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I got to sit up and watch y'all play, you know, so the athleticism, the excitement, you know, the charisma y'all brought to the game, I enjoy watching, you know, the passion, all that, the toughness. That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
What?
The Jays.
For sure.
Jordan.
Yeah, the Jays definitely. That was the gray ones. Remember the gray ones? I've never seen it. The cool grays.
That's when they first hit.
Oh my God.
That's because that's what we used to do. Them things would come to us about a month before they come out, and we'll put them out the thing, go straight to the mall, then go straight to Westchester, then go straight. So we was going about 4 different places. Yeah. Beverly Center, Fox Hills. We posted. Finish Line, Foot Locker.
He got them all.
Yawning and all that.
Outside of
Thirsty,
who else? Who's them players that just kind of stuck out to you? That was like them the ones.
I used to love Penny. Penny used to be my favorite player. Kobe used to be my favorite.
Who
one of my
put
favorite.
Penny down?
No, I got to play with all my favorite players. Penny was hurt
in New York. That's what we was in New York.
But he was smart though. He still had all like his knowledge.
IQ. Yeah.
So it was dope playing with him. I got to play with T-Mac. T-Mac was one of my favorite players too.
Hard.
Mac was cold.
Mac was hard.
Smooth.
That was a headache. I ain't smooth my ass.
He
That
was
was a
so
headache.
cold. He used to be one of my favorite players for real. So I got to play with like all the players that I admired growing up. Yeah. And it was sick.
So you played with Penny, T-Mac, and Kobe. What's one thing you got from all 3 of them that you kind of took with you that kind of stuck with you?
Man, Penny taught me kind of how to think the game a little bit, you know, from, you know, a point guard perspective. Even though I wasn't a point guard, I got an opportunity just to pick his brain and see how he see the game. So I could try to implement whatever he was using in my position. Because again, like I'm a player that could do a little bit of everything. Like, you know, I'm like the glue or whatever. So I could do a little bit of everything.
Guy.
Yeah. So anybody I could learn from, I tried to. And since he was one of my favorite players, I learned that from him. Kobe,
shout out Penny.
Yeah, Kobe, like just the tenacity, like the relentlessness.
Yeah.
You know, he was a killer on the court. Like every time he stepped on the court, he wanted to kill you, and he would do whatever it took to win.
Every time.
Yeah. And T-Mac just was like, he was so smooth. I wanted to learn how to be smooth like how he was smooth. Because it just looked effortless. It looks like his game was just easy.
The
hesitation.
Oh
my God, that was
too
amazing. Yeah, he was so cold.
Now you on a team with Dame Lillard, C.J. McCollum, Carmelo Anthony, like them guys. Like to be playing with them. It's like, and all the knowledge that y'all have together, like, how is that?
Man, it's like riding a bike, man, because it's so easy to play with them because they just so comfortable in their roles and their, you know, what they do, that you just fit in. Like, and I've been a player to go to places, and when I'm at my best, I just fit right in. You know, I don't have to do too much of anything but what I do. Yeah. And so that's what's happened here in Portland, and it's been great so far.
So we know you just, you know, got with you haven't been with Portland too long, but how has it been, and how were you looking at it, you know, when you got to see Carmelo get back into the league and with the team, and how has it been so far with you getting to play with him?
First of all, when I seen Melo get back in the league, I was I was excited. I felt like it was me or something. That's how excited and happy for him I was, because he's an unbelievable player. He's a Hall of Fame player to me. He's always been able to put the ball in the basket no matter who in front of him. So he's always had my respect in that regards. But to actually get an opportunity to play with him, you get to see what type of person he is. And I believe from what I see, he's unbelievably smart person. You know, got a lot of intellect. So that's what I admire the most. Yeah. You know, although he's an unbelievable basketball player, he's smart. You know, I enjoy talking to people that got a lot of sense. Because this man right here don't got no sense, man.
Why you gotta try and assassinate my cat?
Because you ain't shit.
Yeah.
You know, Cain killed Abel, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Do your job, bro.
Please. Yeah. How long I've been telling him to do his job since I've been here? You talk all the shit when we playing FIFA. But you don't want to say nothing now.
Hey, listen here. This is what I want to ask you, because you are poo-poo at FIFA. We'll get in that in a second. But when you first got your bread, what you do with it? When you said when you like the first time you felt like you spent like a significant amount of money, where you was like, I need this, or I want this, and then I went and got this. Like, not right now, because I know you big Willie, Mr. Nice Watch and all that. Not right now. I'm talking about back when you first went and got something. What was like the first craziest thing when you was like, damn, had to take a little deep breath after you got it, maybe?
Bought a house for 1.4. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, I could not believe it.
When was this?
At 19.
You dropped that 1.4?
Yeah. I had to make sure that my family was cool, you know. Yeah. My mom, my brother, everybody was there. So
you dropped that 1.4 out the gate.
That's the first thing I wanted to do, was make sure that my mom and everybody was straight.
Nah, usually people buy them out like $100,000, $200,000.
You live in California, bro.
Yeah, that's
California is expensive, man.
Damn.
Message.
Yeah. That was your whole first year contract.
Exactly.
Run it up.
Exactly. I do.
God.
That's for my
family.
family.
Lot of mercy. 16 years later,
we do for our family, bro.
Hey, this is what I wanted to talk to you about, though. Like, a lot of people don't know this, but I know this because we tight. How did you get into and start doing like your businesses? Like, I know you got a lot of Buffalo Wild Wings. I remember last time I was at your crib, you was showing me the plans for your newest one. So how did you get into doing those? And clearly you've been successful in them.
Oh man, I know just people that's smarter than me. I don't think that I'm the smartest person nowhere. I like to listen. I like to learn, and you know, somebody asked me things that I like to do, because understanding that basketball ain't always gonna last forever, I got an opportunity to actually put my mind other places, and you know, that's what we came up with.
How dope was it for you to basically, well, the way I saw it from looking at it, like, I felt like you was following kind of like in Magic's paths and his footsteps. You got to actually put your, you know what I'm saying, your Buffalo Wild Wings in the same lot where he used to have Magic Johnson Fridays, right?
Yeah. It was the Magic Johnson Theaters close to
that's what it was.
Yeah.
So how was that, like, to be doing something that you basically saw Magic do?
Obviously, it's not to the the level that he's at.
Hey, listen. Magic is magic,
kid
bro.
When you was going to this movie theater, and now you got your own lot with a business of yours, owned by you. I mean, in that same lot.
It's humbling, man, because when you do things, you try to I mean, I'm not someone that likes to like publicize things that I do
Exactly.
because it's from the heart.
Say it was
You
dope.
know, it's all love. You know, I try to do things to help everybody. So there wasn't nothing there for 25 years in that neighborhood, and it was a great opportunity to, you know, help the people in the neighborhood and, you know, obviously start a business. And, you know, Buffalo Wild Wings needed somewhere to go over there. They needed minorities to get into business, and that's how it worked.
Cracking.
Yeah.
But to me, you just represent a different path. Like people that go second round, people that don't get picked in the first round is disappointed and think this or that. Like Trevor Ariza, 43rd pick, second round.
It's
16 years later, you know what I'm saying? Trophies, money, you know what I'm saying?
Who's the coldest second rounder? That's a question y'all need to start asking.
For real, for real.
Y'all
So
wanna
you
talk
put
about-
some respect on his name, you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not talking about me. I'm saying who is, you know?
Nah,
I
because I can remember off the top of my head, like Mike Red was second round in my
Mike Red was
draft.
cold. Gilbert
Second
is
round in
the
my
coldest.
draft.
I think Gilbert is the coldest second
Gilbert
round.
second round.
Gotta
Gilbert
be
is
up
the
there.
coldest second round pick.
But no, that's what I'm saying. Like y'all, everybody we just talked about, those are examples to let whoever it is out there, you know what I'm saying, know that you know what I'm saying. Like D Wade wasn't McDonald's All-American.
Mm-hmm.
Look at him. You know what I'm saying? Like who he is and what he's accomplished. So it's like none of that stuff means you not gonna be this or you not gonna be that because
It's
everybody
just about how you work.
You just said timing. Timing is everything.
Yeah,
though. Like it's timing. Timing is everything. Like, what was your biggest growth spurt? When you hit your biggest growth spurt?
I don't know. Probably like in the 10th or 11th grade.
Right. Like that's early for
Stop
some
growing.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Some people stop growing in 9th grade.
Yeah.
Some people grow after 10th grade, 11th grade.
Yeah, as long as I had my length to lock you up, that's all I needed. I didn't need nothing.
That's all you need.
Yeah,
like
that's it.
you can give a step when you got length.
Right.
You don't remember when I was Fat Q coming through
I do remember.
giving buckets? I came
You
through
was
on
Fat
that
Q.
door and put like 36 on y'all.
No, I don't remember that. I don't remember that. Where?
It's Googleable. As Drew
Google
Gooden
it.
say, it's Google.
He said
Was you
Google
with
it.
us or against us then?
Google it.
You might have been with us, the Knicks still. I don't know if you was with us or against us yet.
T-Mac, KD, LeBron James.
Ooh.
Who you start, who you bench, who you cut. You a small forward, right?
Yeah.
We small forwards, right?
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah. Yeah. Start, bench, cut.
Damn. T-Mac.
Kevin Durant, and LeBron James. 3 small forwards, start, bench, cut. And you know about all 3 of them.
So like, and like, what is the scenario? Is there a scenario? Is there any situation?
Just who you gonna start, who you gonna bench, who you gonna cut.
Sheesh. Let me think. All right, so I probably was. Damn.
Yeah.
I probably would start. I would start Brian.
So LeBron,
Yeah, and then KD come off the bench, and
you gonna cut the
it
mat?
hurts me, but yes, I'm hurt by that.
That hurt.
That hurts my heart.
Let me ask you this. Start, bench, cut. Paul Pierce, Melo,
Bird.
no, he ain't guard Bird.
I've never seen Bird play, bro.
Right.
You don't fuck with Bird?
I do, but I'm saying like I never played against.
I fuck with Bird.
Bird is cold though.
Bird, motherfucker.
Sick. I watched some clips of Bird the other day.
I love Bird, bro.
Man, he
I
was
love Bird.
sick. He had footwork too.
Yeah.
Everything around the
He's
the
a-
elbows.
he's a fuck them up.
cash. And you couldn't block him. Block his shot. He shot
Block
that
his
shit.
shot, high art.
Yeah.
Paul Pierce, Melo.
Start, bench, cut. Paul Pierce, Melo, Scottie Pippen.
Yikes.
That's a good pick right there to put in the mix.
I'm gonna start Scotty. I like Scotty. I love Scottie Pippen. And then Melo. I like Melo's game. I always like Melo's game from high school.
Yeah. You on bench Paul, L.A. native.
I love Paul too.
You
That's my big homie. And I'm sorry.
Hey, let me ask you this. Who was hardest to guard for you? If you had to say hardest to guard between KD, Melo, LeBron. Rank hardest to guard.
KD, for sure.
The hardest to guard out of everybody.
He's the hardest to guard because he shoots from half. He's 7'1". He could dribble the ball. He's long. He's athletic.
Yeah.
He can post. You can't block his shot.
Oh.
Except for me, I blocked his shot a couple times. Nah, but I mean, come on, like he's 7'1" with a ratchet and he shoot from half. He's cold.
Who was the first? You remember the first body you caught? Like who was the first person you dunked on?
Oh, Jam.
The first person I dunked on in the NBA.
Jam.
I think it was Ben Wallace.
Ooh.
You called Ben?
Yeah, I did.
That's a high five moment, young fella.
You called Ben?
Yeah.
What Ben was this?
Fear the Fro?
In Detroit.
Oh, this Detroit
Yeah.
Piston
I think
Ben.
he was like defensive player of the year.
That year.
This
you
one
called
he was
him
goddamn wearing the goddamn
The red sleeves. He's swole.
action figure man.
Swole. I guess he didn't check the scouting report. I couldn't shoot, so anything was to the can. Everything was to the can. I was on the left side,
and
15 feet away from
foul,
the basket
no foul.
we didn't space out to the three-point line at that time, remember? Because I couldn't shoot.
Right.
So I would catch it. I pump fake, one dribble to going to the basket, took off. He jumped, boom. Dunked that shit so hard. I thought I missed, but I saw Channon's face.
Everybody was
Channon was tripping, but we was down by a dub, so so it didn't matter. But that shit was crazy.
Y'all know it count. Ben Wallace.
Yeah.
See,
Hall of
Frizzle
Fame
let you
Ben
know.
Wallace.
I got one. Huh?
See, Frizzle let you know it happened.
Chan happened. He let me know for sure.
You played for the great Phil Jackson, triangle offense. Like, I knew the triangle offense my whole career.
Mm-hmm.
It's one fucking play with 1,000 fucking counters to it.
Yeah.
Like, how was it playing in the triangle offense? I feel like the triangle, you know what's crazy? It was one play, but I feel like the triangle offense fitted my game perfectly. I always wanted to play in. How was it for you
It
playing?
for sure it was like a perfect fit for me because it was easy. Plus, I got to play with the greatest player in the world, so it was even that much more easier. Then you had Powell. Then you had Bynum, Fisher, Lamar, all those dudes who was just like unbelievably talented. So again, all I had to do was just come in and fit in, make a shot or something.
And now he got rings and
Yeah,
shit.
I got
for sure.
one.
You know what I mean?
Championship, Trevor Ariza.
I seen
one.
World champion.
Oh yeah.
Trying to get another one.
As you said, that Bynum,
Yeah.
like, he was one of the ones that then I feel like he kept on getting hurt. He didn't get the opportunity to see how really good he really could have been.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You
He
get them
was good.
players on teams that, you know, they don't get the opportunity. They show flashes and that's
Then they
it.
get hurt.
And I know it's Lamar, it's Powell, it's Kobe. But Bynum was like an unsung hero. Can you talk about
Bynum, he just controlled the paint. He blocked all shots that come, or if he didn't block them, he was altering them, you know, getting big rebounds. He worked on his game. He improved, like, with his jump hooks and all that. Shooting a 15-footer. This was before, you know, bigs was shooting.
I see how you getting better and better every year.
So he would work on his game. He got better, and his confidence built over the time that he was, you know, becoming who he was. But, you know, he got hurt a lot, so that kind of slowed him down, probably took away some of his passion for the game.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Don't talk, boy.
The blackest one, him, he created the black box. That's what we give y'all. Some little merchandise.
Let's talk about
Some
man
merch.
like that.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I handle him. This my little. I've been raising him up for some time. now.
Enhance me.
You see how you gotta do him when you're a young boy. You know what I'm saying? That's
Appreciate
yours.
that.
Then we got very, very special sponsors, who they also are sponsors with the NBA now. But we got the special Knuckleheads edition You see your boys on there, man. We done came a long way, boy.
Man. Boy doing big things now, bro.
Oh, you can't even rub that off. Yeah. Damn, man, I'm trying to be like y'all, man.
We appreciate you coming through,
appreciate
bro.
that, man.
So who is this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is the world champion.
Yes, thank you.
In his 16th year and still going. Trevor Ariza.
Yeah.
Our little brother.
Right.
Straight up,
little
Man,
brother.
appreciate
man.
that. Thank you, man. I finally appreciate that.
That was from the heart.
I appreciate it.
Y'all felt that out there, didn't y'all? Everybody, you had to feel that.